Welcome to the Stress Outlet. My name is Dr. Kimberly Quinn, and Giovanni and I are here. Look at that, huh? We actually got off the trail, which is not uncommon for us. We don't go way off when it's early in the morning because, the nocturnal creatures might still be doing what they do, when it's dawnish. But now we're good. So we're off the trail, and G's having a great time. So what we want to do is ask you, do you feel that you're being held back or not being successful or just not, like there's some kind of blocker to what you're doing? Because if that's the case, probs, it's fear. And usually the number one fear is fear of failure. So G and I wanted to talk about that today. And then we're going to get into fear a little bit because, first of all, talking about the whole failure thing. And I do like to normalize, not to minimize, but to normalize. Look, the bugs are out. It makes sense between Mother's Day and Father's Day. That's the black flies and the no-see-ums. They're nasty, those little things. Obviously you can't see them, hence the name. But anyway, so here's the whole thing with failure. I love Wayne Dyer's description of failure because it's just, in my opinion, it's like the best one ever. That's that it doesn't exist. The idea of failure doesn't exist because here's the thing. It is a concept, and concepts in our heads we can obviously reframe and work around. So what he says basically is that it doesn't exist because we're all human beings moving around for the most part doing the very best we can every day in every way, and we are producing results, right? So you can say, yeah, but I struggle with addiction. Okay, so that's what your path is, and that's how you're learning to love yourself, other people, and grow. Okay, that's what your path is. If it weren't that addiction, it would be something else, because we're all put on this earth to learn how to love ourselves, other people, and grow. That's like the main theme of the lesson. It just looks different for different people. And there isn't any such thing as a life without adversity. It doesn't exist. So just realize that's your path. Whatever it is your path to advance, to learn how to be live the highest version of yourself. And that's what it is. And cut yourself a little bit of slack. Doesn't mean you haven't made some ugly mistakes. We all have. But here's the thing. When we're out there doing the best we can and producing results, sometimes it works for us. Sometimes it seems like it doesn't, but it gets us into a better place in a more challenging way. But here's the thing. They're all just results pointing us in a different direction, pointing us in a new and different direction to learn and grow and love. That's the whole thing. So there really is no such thing as failure. And once we realize that and accept that, it make things a heck of a lot easier.